Good evening, Dayton. As we all know, one of the greatest traditions we have in the city is to celebrate Light Up Dayton. It's a time where we get together, we give the gifts to some kids, they get to see Santa, and we start celebrating the season of Christmas. As we all know, this year is a little bit different. However, we wanted to make sure that we continue this very important tradition. So the Civic Club today, alongside many volunteers, went throughout the streets of Dayton, handing out gifts to the kids. Santa Claus drove around with the police force, had a Grinch in the back seat, and we again started celebrating the Christmas season within Dayton. Another piece of Light Up Dayton is when we light up the trees down at Town Park. Well, obviously, we can't do that again today, so we will set up a virtual tree lighting that you all can enjoy. And one last tradition that we do each year is the reading of Twas the Night Before Christmas. I've done this the last few years, and it's a great honor, so wanted to make sure this year we could do it again. So now I'll read Twas the Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, with hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced through their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Wonder who's in that sleigh. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came, and he whistled, and he shouted, and he called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves there before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the courses they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas, he came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know there was nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went quick to his work, and filled the stockings, and then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Dayton, certainly hope you and your family are having a lovely Christmas season, and we look forward to celebrating it with you all together. Merry Christmas.